So some sad news to bring you from the world of football that happened yesterday. And in particular, of course, for those fans of Manchester United, it's a really, really emotional one, to be honest. And I think it's going to be quite emotional reading out this tribute to her on the footballchronicle.com. But I'll do my best, guys. I'm not even a Man United fan, but I heard of Kath Phipps, I think, from the Beckham documentary. I think she was in that. I could be wrong, but I know I've seen her in some documentaries and behind the scenes kind of stuff from Man United. And, you know, the term legend, the term stalwart, you know, these kind of phrases like, you know, you were part of the furniture, you know, I think that applies to Kath more than anybody in football, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, you know, she was at Man United for a good nearly 20 years before Sir Alex first walked through the door in the mid-80s to take over the club. You know, that just shows you how long she's been at the club. But yeah, obviously now, unfortunately, tragically has passed away. So let's go through this, guys. I do apologise in advance if I'm a bit off reading this because, yeah, I had a little skim of it before. It's quite emotional, to be honest, but I'll do my best to go through this with you guys. The Manchester United family is grieving the passing of Kath Phipps, a cherished colleague and lifelong Red who worked at the club for over 55 years. Phipps, who died at the age of 85, was an omnipresent figure at United since the late 1960s, serving in various roles that went beyond any particular job title. A childhood fan from Earlham, Phipps became the club's switchboard operator in September 1968, shortly after United's first European Cup success. She quickly forged friendships with legendary figures such as Sir Matt Busby, Jimmy Murphy, and the star-studded squad, including Ballon d'Or winners George Best, Bobby Charlton, and Dennis Law, as she assisted them in signing autographs for the fans. Throughout her tenure, Phipps became a key member of the club's office staff, a matchday fixture at Old Trafford's director's entrance and the training ground receptionist, ensuring visitors to Carrington were greeted with the warmest of welcomes. Her positive attitude, familial approach, underpinned the club's culture, as she was always ready to lend an ear to offer words of encouragement to anybody who needed them, be they megastar footballers, casual staff, or occasional visitors. In a 2023 interview marking her 55th anniversary at the clubs, Phipps said, "I don't think I've had one crossword with anybody in all the years I've been here. I look forward to coming in and having a smile on my face every day, wishing everybody good morning. I just enjoy being here. Not everybody can say they enjoy going to work, but I do. Football has been my life." Phipps's contribution to the club was recognised by those around her. When her husband Richard passed away, Sir Alex Ferguson took his squad to the funeral to pay their respects and stand in solidarity with Phipps as she grieved. During the 2020 lockdown, players and staff visited her at home to ensure she had company. That's really sweet. In 2022, the League Managers Association honoured her with a Service to Football award, prompting public tributes from David Beckham, Gary Neville and others who appreciated her role in their careers and the club's day-to-day operations. Manchester United's family has been paying tribute to Phipps, with current and former players, managers and staff sharing their memories and condolences. Wayne Rooney described her as the heart and soul of Manchester United, while David Beckham called her the first and last face I would always see, and credited her with looking after him from the day he arrived at the club as a 15-year-old. Forever in our hearts, the first and last face I would always see was Kath at reception at Old Trafford, waiting to give me my tickets for the game. She was the heartbeat of Man United. Everybody who knew Kath was and everyone adored her. I moved up to Manchester at 15 and Kath made a promise to my mum and dad, "I'll look after your boy for you, you don't worry." And from that first day till the last day I spent with her, that's exactly what she did. "Old Trafford will never be the same without you. Your smile as we walk through those doors, we love you," said Beckham. Peter Schmeichel also paid a touching tribute as well, adding, "I'm gonna miss you so much. Thanks for being you, for always looking after me, and not least for opening Old Trafford up when I, as a young man unannounced, came into your reception, asking if it was possible to see the pitch for just 1 minute. You had no idea who I was, no idea that one day I'd be playing for your beloved team, but you got the gate open and I got my first glimpse at the most beautiful football stadium in the world. At the time, I didn't know that I would spend so many afternoons sat next to you, sorting out my fan mail and having a cup of tea and a chat. Manchester United through and through, with the heart and soul of the club ingrained in you. That's how I'll remember you. Coming to Old Trafford in the future will be different from now on. Rest in peace, Kath." Phipps was a one-woman institution whose memory will be cherished by everyone at the club who had the privilege of knowing her. As she said last year, "I can't imagine doing anything else. The club in turn cannot imagine Old Trafford without her. Rest in peace, Kath Phipps, a true Manchester United legend." Absolutely. Absolutely. To be anywhere for that amount of time, 55 years, and to be loved universally by everybody who walked through the door. That's near as damn it unheard of, you know. It's like, I mean, obviously it's a bit different because this won't happen, obviously, but you know, when I saw Beckham's tribute, that's how I found out that she passed away. When I saw Beckham's tribute on Facebook, I basically got the vibes that I got when when Sherlock Holmes said, "Oh, Mrs. Hudson, if Mrs. Hudson passes away, all of London will fall." It was a bit like that with Kath Phipps, you know. If she's not at Manchester United, the Man United will fall. I know, obviously, it won't. It will keep going on, but it's that kind of presence, really, you know, that kind of figure at the end of the day, and it's really sad news. You know, she'll be remembered forever by everybody she met, which is obviously thousands of people, you know, at Man United. So yeah, rest in peace. All our condolences here from the Football Chronicle to Kath's family and friends. She had a wonderful life. She was a true servant and a true Man United fan in every sense of the word. You know, you don't hear about these kinds of people really, even at football clubs which have been around forever. You know, you don't really hear about these people very often, and there's a reason for that, because they are very, very much a precious, unique kind of individual, really. So yeah, and yeah, for much more news, hopefully a little less tragic, but at the end of the day, like I said, she had a wonderful life. But yeah, for much more news on the world of football, keep it tuned here to thefootballchronicle.com, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell as well, and we'll see you soon, guys. Have a good one.